Okay, here we are. First stream on Twitch ever. Just gonna sit around and wait for a moment to see if anybody joins, because it is the first time, and I guess it's gonna take a little bit of time for people to join in, and then we'll jump into it. Yeah. So let's see. So far, I think I only got one viewer, which is not. Oh, there we go. If you have a Twitch account, go ahead and comment. Let me know who's watching, so I know who I'm at least talking to. That would be nice. But yeah, I'll just wait a couple more minutes before I dive in and kind of start telling you a little bit about the track and what my goal is, I guess. Or I don't think I have a specific goal. Hi, Ognan. It's me again. Hello. Yeah, so we'll see. I don't have a specific goal. I think when it comes to mixing, I kind of always feel like there's a moment where it clicks and you're like, okay, that's the thing that kind of like it's done, and I shouldn't be tweaking it more than that, and I should stop at that point. But we'll see. Let's see. I'll just wait for one more minute, and then I'll give you a rundown of the track. I'll play the rough mix. I'll play another version that I had previously, which I thought I had it done, but you know, with production and music, sometimes you step back from the song and you're like, I thought I had it, but then you realize you still need to work on it. So we'll do that, and yeah. Okay, I've been streaming for 7 minutes now, so once it hits 8 minutes, I'm gonna dive in and talk about the song. But yeah, and maybe like people will join in. If they join in while I'm mixing, I'm most likely not gonna be able to see the chat and see who's talking and everything. So yeah, that's kind of it. But yeah, and I'm not sure why I can't see my chat box, but it's all good. I hope it's showing. I don't know if it's showing or not, but we'll see. We'll see. Cool. Yeah. So 15 more seconds. I'm not going by any kind of schedule, but just to have some kind of order. Is hello. DM. Here we go. It's showing up. Yes, that's good. That's good. Cool. Okay, that's good. It's showing. Okay, so I guess that's pretty much everyone for now. But basically, what I had in mind, the reason why I made the song to begin with, there's a producer called Ed Talenti. He just reached 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, and he's doing a giveaway. He's a hip hop producer. He does tracks. He shows you how he does the tracks and all a bunch of like music stuff as well. Teaches people how to make beats, and talks about the business side and how to sell beats and whatever. And as like a celebration for 100,000 subscribers, he decided he wanted to do like a giveaway. So I guess he reached out to a bunch of companies, got a bunch of like products from them, and he's basically hosting a beat battle. People can download a bunch of samples that he made and flip them so that you can enter the contest. So you basically take those samples, short like 4 bar loops, you flip them, and then you submit your track, and hopefully maybe you can get a prize or something. I'm not specifically doing it for the prize necessarily. I think it was something that I always wanted, and I had tried in the past to do it, but I never really got a chance to. I just would never like make it on time, or just never commit to it and get it done. So I think there's like 13 more days, or like a little bit over, almost like 2 weeks, I guess, until the end date for the submissions is. So I'm pretty much done with the track. I just want to mix it, and that's why I actually made the track. So I made a track using one of the samples so I can submit it, and here we are. I'm mixing it now since it's done. So I guess with no further ado, here's what the session looks like, and this is what the sample sounded like. So I'm gonna play the sample, and then I'm gonna play the track, and then we're gonna dive into the mix. So here it is. So that's basically what the first sample that he actually had in the folder was. And let me just kill the crackles. And I immediately thought, you know what, something like a Kaytranada beat, like 4 on the floor, super upbeat, something really fun could be cool, and it would be nice to kind of like have that, have people listen to it on the stream and maybe just have fun listening to it. And if I win something, that'd be cool, but I'm not really going for that. It's more of like, it'd be a cool thing to just kind of see the reaction of people just kind of getting like a really upbeat, cool song going on a stream in front of a bunch of people. So that's kind of the sample. I'm going to play the rough mix, and then I'm going to play what I kind of started almost already. And we'll take it from there. So before I guess, let me just play it and we'll take it from there. So here it is. Here's what I made with the sample, basically. Okay, and just to be safe, thank you. So you can hear me. You heard the song. Just wanted to make sure because it's my first time live streaming. Okay, cool. Hi, Philip. Okay, so let me show you. I kind of already started on the mix. So I'm just trying to think of what's the best order to do this in. So sorry if I'm like spacing out for a second. But basically what I did, you know, I bounced everything out, made all the organizational things that need to be done. And besides that, I kind of like cleaned up the track a little bit. I just basically used this EQ and just filtered whatever was necessary to like be filtered out and did something a little bit on the master channel. So I love this tape thing. It just adds a little bit of analog character, a little bit of compression, which usually it's more than what I usually do when it comes to mixing. I usually like to do like at least 1 dB, but this is kind of pumping almost, which is cool because it gives it energy. And whoa, stay there. And then I just have a limiter. I've noticed that sometimes I would mix a song and then I would try to make it loud and I would just squash it with the limiter and it wouldn't sound good. So I'm just kind of doing it already just beforehand so that I can be safe that besides just having a good mix, it's going to be able to translate and be loud. So yeah, let me just play you this and then I'll play this and then I'll kind of swap back and forth between the rough mix so you can kind of already hear that there's some things going on. But here it is. Cool. So I'll just play this middle section, which is like the loudest thing, and I'll go back and forth between the rough and the what we have so far, so you can kind of hear what's the difference already. So here's the rough. And the mix. Cool. So I guess like the first thing that I would do, and just to make it clear, this rough mix sounds a little bit better because it's slightly louder than the track that we have so far, but that shouldn't fool you at all because it's actually like thinner sounding. Everything's kind of fighting with each other. So I would say like, even though it's a little bit more quiet it's quieter than the rough mix, it's definitely like a lot more open and actually like there's a lot more space. So I guess like the one thing that I do want to do though is I feel like I want to kind of like have low end, but I'm not sure if I want it to be super like low endy like it is right now. So what I want to do is I'll just get an EQ, and I thought about this in between the last time I opened up this session and now, but I just kind of want to like filter out a little bit like super low end stuff, like maybe like up to 23.5. Also, I have OCD, so I mean, I don't think I have OCD. It's just something I like to have it tidy. But so I kind of like that. It gets a little bit thumpier now, and then I'll just try it like a super small cut here at like around like 120, maybe like 80. And then I'll just do the cut here as well at the very top end. I like to do like 25,500 hertz because we don't need those, and then maybe just boost a little bit of air. So super subtle difference, but just listen to the percussion, to that shakers, to all of that. See how it already opens up. And the bass, there might be a little bit less bass, but just listen to how more defined it is. And you should listen to headphones or anything of more high quality. If you're listening to your laptop speakers or your phone, it might not translate as well. These are kind of minute differences for the time being. Yeah, I think I like it just with the filters and the low shelf for the time being. So I'm gonna go back and listen to a little bit. I don't know what happened. Let me just double check if everything is okay. Do you hear me well? Thank you. Guess we're okay. Cool. Cool. So let's get back into it just to be safe. And let me just listen to it and see what we can do. So right now I feel like the kick and the bass are super upfront. They're kind of dominating the mix, and I want a little bit of the music to come out and be a little bit more present. So I think we're gonna work on that. I think I want the percussion to come up as well. Just kind of like figure out that all the high stuff going on. I think the bass is really working well. Last thing I did was I did like this sidechain compression thing, and it's basically every time the kick hits, the bass gets out of the way. And it really started to like feel like everything is gluing together in the low end. So let me just play it without. This way it feels like the kick is super upfront, bass is kind of in the back, but with this, it just creates a little bit more dynamics. Cool, so we got that. I think I want to increase these percussion loops. I feel like these, first of all, I think we can spread these a little bit. Maybe not this way, but we'll see in a second. Let me see. Let me see if this is a cool way to do it. No, I don't like them. I'll just turn them up like this. And I like this cool thing with stereo pan. Yeah, just what I want to do right now, and I'm sorry if I'm like spacing out and you don't hear anything from me for a while. I'm actually gonna, no EQs, I'm sorry. I'm actually gonna add something to make the hi-hats and the percussion elements just a little bit wider. So I'm gonna go to mixing and mastering, and then I'm gonna take, I guess I don't see it here, so I'm just gonna go here. Micro shift. This is a cool way to like double something or make something stereo if it's not. So what I want to do is I'll just solo this guy, and I'll send a bunch of it to this aux track, and I'll call this width. So you see, without it, kind of everything's in the middle. This is a little bit more stereo. I like having this like that. Pardon me. So without it, it feels a little bit in the middle, and then this just kind of opens up a little bit. So I'm just gonna keep that like that. Come on, minus 6.1, okay. And then I'm actually gonna add a reverb. So I guess, where did I have the reverbs here? I guess I didn't use any. So I'm just gonna keep building from bus 9, because this is what's gonna be the stuff we're going to use for the drums. And I think I'm going to use these lustrous plates because I think they're kind of light. I was using a different reverb for the instruments, but I think we can use this for the drums. And let's see something like, let's see, kind of want to, I'm debating between bright ambience and soft room. Let's just try this and see how it goes. I like to have these pre-delayed like that. That's kind of cool because it feels like we're in a, yeah, I like that. So just gonna turn it down now that I've heard it. All of a sudden they become a little bit more live, because without them, it feels like they're all together and kind of in the middle, but with this, they'll all of a sudden kind of feel like they're in a room. So I'm gonna keep those as well. Also gonna send, oh, I didn't name this. Okay, give me a sec. I'll just name this guy drums short reverb. And then I'll do the same thing for the hi-hats as well, which in this case I might like add a little bit more than what I did on the percussion. Yeah, something like that is cool. And I'm gonna make these a little bit wide as well. Probably less than the, so now all together. These are super subtle things, but you can tell right away, without them, it's completely different. Okay, yeah, that's cool. What I want to do is also, I feel like I want a little bit more definition here. So just listen to the open hi-hat, how much it comes out now that I've boosted those frequencies. Check this out. I just wanted a little bit more body on the percussion stuff. So just so you can hear the difference, here's without any processing, right? That's cool. I hate that this shows up. Okay. And then I feel like this clap is not as loud as I wanted it to be. I just would love it to like pop a little bit more. So I'm just gonna add. Also, I don't necessarily mix in solo, so just letting you know. But I'll do it so you can hear stuff. I just want more. Yeah, I just want it to be a little bit forward. I think we can clean up the low end here. So my goal here is to simply just find pockets where things can fill. And I just realized I have a guitar that is going out a different output than it's supposed to, so let's fix that. Is it amongst the hidden tracks? Still playing, that's so weird. Okay, that's the one. There we go. Okay, cool. Oh my god. Just stay there. Cool. I think we're in a pretty good place, I would say. I feel like I might want a little bit more compression on the drums, but I'm also thinking whether that should be parallel compression or not. Let me just do this while I think about that. I'll just take that and drum reverb, and we're gonna take those and drop them into right where the drums are. All of them. Drums all. Or yeah, that should be good. I think what I'm gonna do is actually I'm gonna try parallel compression first, which if you don't know what that is, that's when you. Sorry, give me a sec. Can't think and do stuff at the same time. Drums all P. So parallel compression is basically when you take something and you compress a lot, and then you blend it in with the regular signal. So basically we have all the drums going here, and then I'm sending them to all drums, but also I'm sending them to this all drums P, which nope, cycle preview on, nope, wrong shortcut, my bad. So I'm sending them all to all drums, but also sending a little bit of them, or all of them actually, to the parallel, and that's where we're gonna compress, and then we're gonna blend this in with the regular drum sound. But before we do, let me just get the routing right, and let's get this to all drums. So now both of these feed into that one. And my favorite thing to use for this, and I think depends on what you're going for. So in this case, I'm gonna go for something that's more punchy, which means this compressor right here. So if I mute this and solo this, actually solo and then mute this, I should be able to hear this guy. Well, I guess I'm not hearing it. or just do this. Yeah. So now we're listening to only the parallel signal. And let's see what we can do. So I'm gonna compress it a lot. I'm gonna do a fast attack, slow release, so that we compress all the time. Let's give it a listen. I like a little bit less attack, and let's see. Something like this is cool, and I don't know if I should. Maybe not as loud. Yeah, so basically we're compressing the drums a lot, and I'm gonna turn these guys down. I'm gonna turn the regular drums again, and then we're gonna blend this a little bit. Let's see. I think that's enough. So listen to how it all of a sudden, like, the percussion comes up forward, the kick is a little bit more present, and just like it feels like there's more drums. That's cool. And then I'm going to use the same compressor and just lightly tap all of the drums so that we can control them a little bit better. I'm going to do 3-to-1 ratio, and then let's lower this and we'll see what sounds good. That's a pretty good setting. Yeah, I like that. So now without both of them, drums sound a little bit weak, but with them, I'm thinking of actually sending these also to all the drums so that we can get the reverb and everything just pumping all together. So I'm gonna do, where is it? Drums all. There we go. Oh, now that's so much louder. Yeah, okay. So because I know what I did. It was totally my mistake. So I'm just gonna turn it down by, I don't know how much that was, but -6, and then what is it? 12. I guess like -18. It's a good place. And then this is -20. Yeah, I think that should be a good place. Come on, just -20. Cool. And then I'm gonna do the same thing here. -12, -22.2. And then this is gonna go, I don't know what this was, 10.5, so 22.5. Let's go. Come on, get it. I can't. There's sometimes you can't just get 5 for some reason. I don't know, but it's cool. So yeah, that's what we got with the drums and the bass. Now, the bass is super nice in the low end. I really like how this bass sounds. Yeah, it's pretty cool. But what I'm missing is actually just a little bit of kind of like something that's going to help me like hear it on like small speakers. So what I'm gonna do is actually I'm gonna send all the basses into that aux track, and I'm gonna call it distortion. Distortion. I'm gonna actually add, I'm gonna make this and send it to the bass track because I need it to be in the bass tracks because I'm gonna sum them all together into the bass track. So there we go. What is the color? Right there, cool. Then what I'll do is we'll have this one. And also I'm gonna send these and make them pre-fader. Cool. Are these all 0? Yes. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into effects. I'm gonna get the decapitator, which we'll see which one I'll use. I'm still not sure, but and I'm gonna distort this like this. And if you cut the low end from it, it's actually nice. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, that's cool. Let's see. I'm a fan of this. It's the API, or I don't know what this other one is, but this sounds pretty cool. So if I just take this out and slowly bring it back in. And also, I forgot to do this, and now it's gonna probably be a little bit louder than it should be, but that's cool. So. So you see with this, you still hear the same amount of low end. But it's not as obvious. And I'm actually gonna add an EQ here. You wanna clean up a little bit more low end. Super clean, but you can't hear that much. But with this, it's super subtle, but it's still, it works really nicely. So we got that, and I think what I wanted, let's kind of hear what the rough mix sounds like compared to this, but yeah. Yeah, I think we're in a much better place now. Let's hear this. Oh, somebody followed me. That's the sound. Okay, I get it. I get it. That's cool. Thank you, whoever followed. That means a lot. I got scared that I was like, oh man, like my stream stopped working or something. Cool. I think I want to work on this fill here. Pop, pop, boom. That one. I think we can beef that up. Let's kind of listen to like a couple bars before and after. So it's like. So first thing I want to do, I think I want to compress it, because honestly, it's a little bit all over the place. And we're going to bring this a little bit. I want this to like really jump out at you so that you can really feel the transition. So that's cool. Now let's do this. So one thing to note here, if you're wondering why the hell am I spending so much time on the drums, is like I always start with whatever I think is the most important in the particular song. And usually in a song, when there's vocals, the vocals are the most important thing. Then I usually jump to the drums and the bass because I feel like that's what's carrying the most weight. And then you can kind of tuck in everything else to the sides and make them work. So in this case, because there are no vocals, I felt like, you know, like I really want the song to drive. So it's in the bass and in the drums. It's not really going to be the trumpets or so. That gives the, you know, like the feeling and the like the colors. But I think the drive of the song is going to be in the drums. So that's why I'm spending so much time first on the drums. And once I get those right, I'll just move on to the sample. And then I'm going to blend in all the other stuff that I added to the sample, because I actually want that to sound like one cohesive thing that's building and breaking down, rather than, you know, having a sample and then obviously having 7 other instruments on top of it. So that's kind of the goal. Yeah, that's a lot better. I think maybe a little less. Yeah, less. Too much. Yeah, I like how this is moving. I'll just add a dB or so. Without compression. Kind of in the back. This is also making it smaller, but then I'm pushing it forward with the gain reduction. Yep, and then I'll just take out a little bit of like those. I think this is where it's getting muddy. Nope, a little bit higher. Yeah, maybe there. Then I'll boost here, and I'll give it a little bit of snap. Yeah, I like that. I think that's cool. And I'll just do a little bump on the low mids, like on the low end actually. Yeah, that's kind of poking out. That's really nice. And I'm just gonna add a little bit of reverb to that. I'm not gonna make it wide. I'm just gonna short reverb, just so it kind of has a little bit of ambience. We're probably not gonna hear this in the overall mix because it's going to be dense and you're not going to hear it as obvious, but still. And I'm going to add a little bit on the snare as well here. I like the snare, to be honest. It's pretty. And this is kind of like, I didn't talk about this, since he's a hip hop producer. Usually hip hop tracks don't really have a lot of like ambience. They want them to keep, they want the tracks to smack so that there's not much reverb to take away from it. You want to keep them dry so that they can like really poke out, especially drums. But you know, it's nice to add a little bit for the ambience. So let's listen to what we got so far. Yeah, this is already sounding so much better. While all along maintaining a pretty loud mix. It's really loud, actually. That's cool. It's okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna stop there. One thing that I noticed, so I use this effect called vinyl, which is free if you want to go grab it. Basically, it's kind of like, it looks like this. This is the new version. And it basically makes the sound like it's being played from a record. And in the intro here, I did that so that I can kind of make it sound as like it's small, and then when we get to the drop, it like really feels like it's blowing up. So here's what we got. But now I'm thinking it's a little bit too much, I feel like. I'm not sure if, for example, this bass, you can't even hear it that much. And then these claps and stuff like that sound a little bit like in a different world. So I'm thinking of, I wish you could disable stuff in Logic. But let's see if this works. Let's try a different approach. Nope. Yeah, so what I think I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna put 2 filters on my stereo bus. And actually, while we're here, let me just save. I'm gonna do 2 filters. One is gonna take out all the low frequencies, and one thing is gonna have all the high frequencies. And I think what we're gonna do with that, and I'm just gonna use the stock Logic filter, and what that would do is basically make the song feel like it's coming from somewhere, and like we're building into something, and then it'll drop. So let's try that. Let's make that happen if it's possible, of course. So we don't need anything except for, and I just want it to happen until we have that. So it's like until the fill, right? So until there. Damn it. Okay, never mind. I'll just do it. Then we'll fix it later. So I'm just gonna, and that's not the right thing. Just want the filter cut off. And let's do like 40%. Let's see how that sounds. Right? So it's like super, okay. So I know what we need to do. I nailed it. So we're gonna do that. Go from, we'll see, that might be too much, but okay. And then I'm gonna do another filter, and this time I'm gonna do gonna be cutting out low frequencies. So basically we're gonna do this, and yeah, and once we hit this part here, just want this to explode. So we have it at 100, and we're still, oh, I know why. We need to take these guys out. This is a low cut, which that's what I need, right? Yeah. I just don't think it's as dramatic as it should be. So let's get this a little bit closer. This a little bit closer. We'll see, we might keep the... Okay, where are the shakers? That's another... Yeah, I think we need to do another point here and just make it like open up even more. Oh, that should be fine. Let's try it. Cool, okay, I'm gonna stop here for a second. Let me just do this. Okay, nice touch with the vinyl player. Maybe turn off automated when the claps come in, yeah. Let me see, yeah. I want to become famous by followers and viewers. Just I want to become famous. Yeah, I get why they call it room. I was just gonna say I wanted to hear the bongos. Okay. Yeah, I think it was. Awesome. Anytime. Luca. Anytime. I don't know what that meant. Nice touch with the vinyl player. Yeah, I'm not sure if it should be the vinyl player or the other thing, but yeah. Cool. I'll just keep going. I guess this is cool. Let's see. Yeah, I guess we can try that. Let's just try that. Actually, turn off these guys, and we'll automate everything so that it kind of becomes a bit more crystal clear when the claps come in. So let's just take these two guys, move them here, and then also these two guys, move them here. So maybe have the bass either not have at all, or just, I don't know. That's all like details. I'll think about it in a minute. Let's keep going. Let's see what we got. So what I want to do is like add a little bit of reverb on these, which already have some reverb set up here. And then I'm gonna try and make this a little bit smaller for some reason. I don't know why, but let's see. I just want it to be like is if you walk into a room and it's like freaking loud as hell because everybody's playing in the same room, and the loudest parts are gonna be the loudest because it's just the way it works. So I'm thinking like the horns can be louder, but also compressed because the drums are super loud, and then like guitar is somewhere in there, and then bass is filling up all the low end. Touch. Let's make these a little bit aggressive, so maybe these are also not real, if you didn't notice by now. Okay, let's have this be bus input 1. This be bus input 2. 3, 4, and then 5. And let's see, what longer reverb. Let's try for a longer reverb. Let's bus 3. Let's do this first. I actually like that reverb a lot, so we rock that one. I actually like this a lot. I just feel like maybe this will sound better. I don't know, this is not doing anything, but I just like the sound, so I'm gonna keep it. Come on. I'm just copying the settings because this is another sample track, which 240. Nope. Something like that. Did I boost anything? No. Cool. I had so much trouble making these sound as realistic as they sound, because I don't think they sound really realistic, but also I really like this road sound that I've made. Because I added something that added a lot of noise, but then I sidechained it and it became like this pumping white noise thing with the Rhodes. I think on this one we can not only add the reverb, also a delay. So much better. Let's do the long on this one. So what I did, I have also kind of almost don't want that one. I want an even longer one. Can we do this? Yes. So this is instrument extra long delay. Let's do that. And I want to create a track. I want that track to be there. Let's have them same, and bus 39. There we go. And I'm gonna copy the, how did I name this track? Let's see. Delay long. Okay. So this one is gonna be instrument delay extra long. That's what I like. Cool. And I'm gonna do this as quarter notes. So I have this Echo Boy, which is a really famous delay plugin. It sounds really nice. And I just have it on the Space Echo, which is the Roland RE201 delay, I think. The Space Echo by Roland. And it's this dark, like almost like a reverb sounding delay. And it's really nice, and it has a little bit of modulation. So that combined with I think this deserves a little bit of reverb as well. So we're gonna do the same thing want these two to glue, so we'll do minus 18.6 as well. Come on, come on. Okay, now it's not, whatever. And then we'll do bus 6. How much is this? Minus 18, maybe not as much, but we'll see. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Kind of glues everything together. But if I overdo this, it's probably gonna start becoming just muddy. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna send this to like just maybe short delay. Let's see what this is. So I'll do the same for this guy as well. This is kind of another thing that's not as great on Logic, that you need to do each individual one this separately. You can't quite just copy stuff. But it is what it is. It's okay. I think this was minus 23, right? Yeah. So we got those. Yeah, so without it, and this with this, it's just kind of a little bit fuller. And this is without the EQ on it. It's really opening it up. So yeah, we got that. So I think I'm also gonna slightly sidechain compress everything that's an instrument. Which is, you can't hear it now, but just to be safe, because I think, let's just hear this. Yeah. Okay, I think we need a little bit more like bite out of this guitar. So let's just go. So this is before. I'm just curious for this one. Yeah, it's so much forward, so much more forward. I don't even, I'm not sure if that's the way how you say it. Just forgot how to speak for a second there. But all of a sudden, like now it's full. It sounds a little bit nasally. Now it's up there. You can hear the pick. It's pretty nice. So I'm gonna do a short reverb on this one as well, because if I do a long one, it's just gonna get muddy and I'm probably not gonna do much. Yeah, just a tiny bit. And I might do like the very short delay. It's like a slap back, which, yeah, we're grooving. I'm hesitant now to like even turn this down just a touch. But no. I think this works nicely. And then lastly, I'm gonna add the synth, which is right up there. And I think this one needs a little bit of love. I'm gonna actually slightly distort this and add a little bit more. What am I trying to do? Yeah, like that. Let's do this. I guess I was thinking of London. I don't know why. Is this better, maybe? Yeah, like this. And a Neve. Yeah. I know this is a lot louder than, it's not the fair comparison, but I definitely like this a lot better. So now we're gonna send this to the reverb. Maybe not as much. And then I'm gonna send it to the long delay. So it's kind of cool tail over there. The last thing I would do is I'd probably just do a little overall gentle EQing on top of everything. So I think that's probably it. So yeah, I think I'm probably gonna wrap it up here, simply because I think now I think the big picture is here. Like, we got the biggest part working. I think it's working. I'll need to listen to it tomorrow and listen to it on the speakers and all that cool stuff. But I feel like now everything is working a little bit better together. Let's hear again. I've been swapping between the rough mix so you can hear like what we've done, because I've been doing small tweaks here and there. But here's what it sounds like now. Rough mix. Small. Maybe not even have that thing over there. I boosted a little bit on all of the instruments, but I feel like it's too much. Yeah. Cool. Let me save this again. And let me do this. This is the chat, I believe. Chat. Cool. Yeah. Yeah. Perfect. Thank you, Philip. Thank you, Ognan. Thanks for watching, guys. But yeah, yeah, it might be too much. I might like pull the delays and reverbs later. We'll see. But I think that's kind of it for now. I'll just play it once more, and yeah, let's kind of wrap it up here. So just making sure we're on the right scene, and here we go. Just 1 sec. Let's see. Okay, yeah, so I think that's it. Thank you so much for watching. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.